chances is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. Push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Burrow on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Young, and incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. That's returnable now for Smith. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Young. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep. And
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Big 13. Big 13.
On third down, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too, converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Sanders. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down and 4, Young. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down and 4.
Here is Young. For Marshall, that's complete.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That throw by Young incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Miles Sanders, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mixon with a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here we go with Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 30 on second down, Young.
And Thomas has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.